Summer is usually a slow season for government and public affairs. Most legislatures have wrapped up their sessions, the Capitol hallways are quiet, and everyone is heading out of town. But here's the reality: there is still plenty we can do in between sessions. While your competitors might be checked out, the best teams are working over the off season to advance their goals. Today, we're talking about how to maximize your off season activity so you hit the next legislative session running. I'm Tommy Zai, an onboarding consultant here at Quorum. Welcome to episode 12 of Policy Wins. We've spent the last few episodes digging into workflows, habits, and strategies that help lean public affairs teams punch well above their weight. Today, we're diving into a transition phase that hits every single one of us, the off-season. Now, a quick disclaimer: be sure to enjoy any vacation time you have, spend time with your friends and family, and enjoy the nice weather. Burnout is real, and enjoying yourself is important. But 2026 is a midterm election year, so preparing for the elections is going to be critical for everyone who works in federal and state policy. Staying busy right now will help you build and maintain relationships with lawmakers, staffers, and coalition partners before the chaos hits. Let's look at the 3-step playbook to make this summer count. Step 1 of the off-season is looking backward before you look forward. This is the perfect time to audit your priorities, your workflow, and your goals. Specifically, you need to prepare reports and audit your performance over the past legislative session. Did you achieve your goals? If so, celebrate those wins. But don't just show the touchdowns, you need to show the sheer effort that went into the team's wins and losses. In public affairs, you have to measure the yards gained, not just the big touchdowns. Sit down with your team and answer a few hard, honest questions. Did you miss any goals? Be completely clear about why and make a solid plan to change your tactics going forward. Whom did your team engage with the most? Were these actually fruitful interactions? Who should your team aim to engage with going forward? And finally, are there any new issues you need to work on or any old issues that you can finally push to the back burner? Ask yourself what you need to measure in your reports for the next legislative session. If you have a tool like Quorum, build out those reports right now. Don't wait until next winter. By setting them up today, you can track your progress automatically as time goes on. Step 2 is about the people. The off-season is the absolute best time to start engaging with lawmakers and staffers so you can develop those relationships before the frantic legislative session begins. With the 2026 midterm elections hitting this year, we are looking at dozens of open seats, retirement, and highly competitive races that are going to completely rewrite the seating chart. If you want to avoid losing institutional knowledge when seats change hands, you have to get ahead of the post-election scramble. Right now, the window is open, but it won't stay open long. Candidates for Congress, governor, and state legislatures are out there holding fundraisers, meeting with stakeholders, and taking positions on the issues that define their platforms. Right now, they actually have time to listen to you. They need supporters who can demonstrate real value to their campaign and their district. But you can't just show up empty-handed. You need a candidate data strategy. Your relationship strategy needs to be two-pronged and data-driven. Track the incumbents with precision. Identify which of your key legislators, especially committee members, are up for re-election and track those races closely. But remember, in election years, your organization faces heavier scrutiny. Everything from your voting histories to PAC contributions is visible almost in real time. Use your data tools to make sure your policy work and your PAC tracking are moving in complete lockstep. Map out the challengers early as well. Check to see who the competitors are and consider building a relationship with them before the election occurs. Once the election is over, prioritize building relationships with newly elected officials before the session starts. Any newly elected officials should be prioritized so you can establish yourself as a trusted ally. When you approach a candidate early with data that demonstrates value to their specific district, you make an incredible first impression and get to set the narrative for their understanding of an issue before your competitors do. And as always, don't ignore staffers. Newly elected officials will often need to rely heavily on their staff as they settle into their new roles, which means your relationship with those staffers is incredibly important. Step 3 is about your advocates. If you have a grassroots advocacy program, the off-season is a fantastic time to engage with your advocates and energize them. Don't let them hear from you only when there's an emergency. Reach out now to let your advocates know how this past legislative session went, and take the time to celebrate the work you've done together. I like to say that grass grows in the sun. Since the weather is nice, now is a great time for any outdoor, in-person activities you'd like to do. Whether that's a site visit, a regional meetup, or a casual town hall, just don't forget to wear sunscreen. Trust me. Keeping your network warm and appreciated over the summer ensures they are energized and ready to act when the next session hits. Here's your big takeaway for this week. The work we all do is incredibly important, but so is enjoying yourself. Go spend time with family, catch up with friends, and enjoy the nice weather. But also remember, the off-season is a competitive luxury. Block out just one morning this week to audit your past session. Identify the key candidate races you need to watch, and outline your goals for the next legislative session. A little preparation right now ensures you are setting the narrative instead of trailing behind it. That wraps up this episode of Policy Wins. If you found these strategic off-session ideas helpful for navigating the summer months, share this episode with your team. I'm Tommy Zai with Quorum. Go be prepared.